This video will show you how to replace a leading edge bladder. This kite was pumped, and after 4 hours the leading edge was getting really soft, so we decided to replace it. So this video will show you how to replace a leading edge bladder, and also what kind of accessories you need to help you replace the leading edge bladder to make it easy on you. You can do this just by yourself or have someone help you. For example, this person over there waiting. So let's start it. All you need is to have a set of lines. You can use your bar if you want, or I have a set of lines here. This is a cardboard that you need. You can cut it, any cardboard, but you want to be a little bit flexible, and this is going to go at the tip of the leading edge of the bladder, and you're going to tape it around, and that's how you pull it so there's no twist in the bladders. If you want to find out the hole, where the hole is, you're going to need to spray it with soap, and then once you find it, you mark it and you can patch it. But if it's a big hole, or you don't want to bother looking for the hole and you want to replace it with a totally new set of bladder, here you go. You have a leading edge bladder here. So all these are the things that you're going to need to replace your leading edge bladder. So now let's remove the leading edge first. Let me show you how to do it. What we're going to do is you're going to want to push all this way inside, and you're going to want to remove this. You don't need to remove this because it is not the strut, you know, it is the leading edge, so you leave that. So what you're going to do is remove all these attachment valves from the leading edge. So you disconnect these so it's free to pull. Once you remove all this, then you go on each end. Let's go and remove all this. Once you come here at the end, you're going to want to velcro this out, and you have the leading edge bladder right here, and this is where you're going to attach the rope, and then we're going to pull it so it goes through. Okay, so now let's actually remove all the valves from the leading edge. Okay, now we want to free the leading edge from all these attachments, all these valves. So first of all, let's come here and remove it. But first, since we're going to change only the leading edge, we know the leading edge is the one that has a problem. We're not going to do anything with the strut. So the strut is going to stay here. So we don't need to remove, to release the valve. So here, as you can see here, we have a new system here. We have O-rings instead of zip ties. So you want to remove it. You want to slide this out of the valve. So once you slide up, because you don't want to actually lose it, so then you pull it out, and then you push this in, and do this to all the valves all around, and also on this way too. Then you come here, remove this, pull this out, push this in. Okay, then we're going to start, and we're going to come right here. There's a zipper, and we're going to open the zipper here, and this is where we're going to be pulling the bladder out. Okay, but before you pull this, you want to make sure that you go on the end, on each end, and attach the line, which is here. So we're going to go to the right and go and attach the line. Okay, we come to the end. You know, you pull this. This is where you have a hole here, and this is where you attach the line, put the line through, and you want to make sure that you attach it pretty well. You don't want to lose halfway the bladder, so attach it, you know, make a knot or another knot, just secure it so it's perfect. So now we're ready. So what we need to do is pull it from there, and this will fit through it. This is like a two-man operation, which is easy because the other person holds it here while you're fitting it, and the other person is pulling it out. Or you can also, if you're just by yourself, you can make it a 1.5 man and use something heavy. In this case, yes, I'm using this. So this is something heavy that I call it a 1.5 man. Okay, so you can stay here, and while you're pulling it, you have something heavy. But right now, you want to work? No, you look too bored. So let's use him. Okay, he has to pay for his food, so stay here, and I'm going to pull it. Okay, we have our half a man over there helping us. So now you want to come here, and you want to grab the bladder, and you want to stop pulling, okay? So you stop pulling. Pull everything out. There we go. So you got this out. Then you want to remove this and attach it and secure it right here so you don't lose a rope. And then go and do the same thing right there. Put the rope, put your heavy object at the end of the wingtip and pull it out. So let's do that. So I removed the line from the end of this leading edge bladder and attached it here to secure it, because this is what we're going to use later on to pull the new bladder or whatever, or this one again after we fix the hole. But you want to secure the first line. So now we're going to do the same thing and pull it on the other side, and then once the other line comes, secure it again so you have two lines secured, because you don't want to lose the line again. So anyway, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pull it. As you can see, my other worker is just taking a break, but thank God I got this half worker helping here. So you want to pull it. So you pull the bladder out. And once the bladder comes out, you want to make sure you grab the line here and remove the line and secure it and put it right here. Okay, now we did secure the lines. Make sure that both the lines are secure and attached here so you don't lose the lines. Now the next step will be to find the hole on the all the holes on the leading edge bladder. So what you can do is you need to pump the kite, and then with a spray it and find where the bubbles come out. Once the bubble comes out, use the pen marker and mark where the bubbles are, and then you can patch it with a kite aid kit that comes with a kite. If you don't feel like doing all this, then you can go and grab a new set of bladder and just, you know, skip all this work and just install the new bladder. But anyway, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna skip the hard work and I'm gonna use a new set of bladder to make my life much easier. So let's show you how to install now the bladder back into the leading edge. Okay, I'm ready to open the bag, and I have to, first of all, you have to make sure that the leading edge of the kite is flat, you know, so make sure that all this is flat and nice, so when you pull the leading edge bladder back in, it goes really nice and flat and smooth inside the leading edge. So right now we're going to open the leading edge bladder, and we're going to fold it, and we're going to start, you want to start this way first, where the valves are, and you want to start on this way. Don't start this. The first step is to start here and go this way first, okay? So we're going to set up the leading edge bladder right here and fold it so we can start with the end of the tip of the leading edge looking this way and attach the blue line into it and pull it in. Okay, so now we have opened the bladder and we want to make it flat. So what we're going to do is now we want to align it really nicely. You don't want any wrinkles, so you want to make it flat. Bring it all the way here until the end. Perfect. So this is the end. So this side is perfect. Remember, again, we want to start with this tip towards that way. See where you inflate everything? You want this to go first, you know, on this side first. So now we have all set. Now the tricky part is you don't want the bladder to twist inside. So use the cardboard. Come inside here. Put the cardboard here, right here, and then use some tape and tape this right here, and right here. So perfect. So this is good. Then you take this side of the line, which was a blue color. So you take this and put it back in. Right here. Okay. Again, make a knot. Make sure that you don't lose it, so you really want to secure it. And then come right here inside here. Make sure everything is ready. And the cardboard will make the leading edge bladder to just stay straight. So then feed this inside here, and you are ready to go. So what you do now is you're going to go at the end over there, and you're going to want to pull the rope back inside, so it will pull the leading edge back inside. It would be nice to have someone here, or again, where's my other half? Just, I guess he went on a lunch break. Anyway, we'll use someone else. Someone needs to be here to hold it. Okay, so we'll do that. I'll go on the other side. Okay, I found someone. He's going to be helping me pulling, but if you don't have anybody to help you, all you need to do is put something really heavy here so it doesn't move the leading edge, and then you go by yourself and do it. But here it makes it easier because I can feed all this inside. Okay, so are you ready to pull? Okay, go ahead. You see how the leading edge bladder goes straight, so that will make it easy for you to set up so you don't have any twist on the bladder. So it flows really nice. And then you come here, this is the inflator valve, push it in. You got it? Okay, so you got it at the end over there, so what we need to do is here we're going to feed it by hand. Pull a bit more. Okay. Perfect. Okay, that's it. So this, we're going to push it that way and grab this way. So then you need to push it and feed it so you can feel it. There we go. We got the first one here. This is the fun part. Finding the valve. Oh, there we go. Lucky one. We got another one here. Perfect. Pull it out so it secures around. Pull it hard and make sure. Then you go for the other one. Feel it up. It's here. There we go. Pull it out. Perfect. Perfect. See, you have two, so then this one you can hold it and keep it as an extra one. Then you go and do the same thing all around there. Out. Then we came here. We pull this out too, and this one too. So now we need to remove the line here and fold this carefully and put it back in. So then you make sure you remove the tape and the cardboard out. There we go. Tape is out, cardboard is out, and you're going to use this on the other end when we pull it. Now make sure you pull this back inside. You don't want it to twist. Fold it nicely. Perfectly well. And then once you're here, make sure also you fold this nicely and make sure the Velcro catches against the other Velcro there, because when you pump the kite, you don't want the thing to pop out and explode, so you want to make sure it's really attached. So then you come here and you want to put back the valve. So what you need to do is you need to lubricate it, so it's easier to put in. Saliva, it's always good. Perfect it in. You don't need to put the O-rings in it because you want to make sure that everything is inflated, and do the same thing on the other valves. And then go back and we need to fold the bladder again and do the same thing we did on this side, and then just pump the kite and we're all set to go. Okay, now we're pumping. But once in a while you want to stop and kind of caress. You want to shake it, caress, so the leading edge bladder is perfect in. Shake it, everything is nice, and continue pumping. And do the same thing, caress it. Same thing here. Make sure everything is good. Same thing. And continue pumping. This is good when you have a compressor. I was always against compressors, but today you need a compressor. Okay, looks like all the valves are perfectly in, so then you come here and remove the pump. Perfect. Pump. And now we need to see they're all inside perfectly. They're all good. Perfect. So there's no any twist. Everything looks really nice and perfect. So now what we need to do is pull this O-ring all the way on top of this, so it secures it and it's ready to get tested in the water. Perfect. So see, it's not coming out, and you do this on all of them that you removed. So now you're perfect. I'm gonna leave this in on the grass for another hour and see if it still holds, to make sure everything's all set before I go in the water. Okay, that's how you fix the leading edge bladder of a kite. And it can be on 2011, can be on 2010, and also the 3rd generation kites.